Welcome to the ministerial session of the 16th Joint Permanent Commission between the Republic of Rwanda and the United Republic of Tanzania. We are delighted to welcome our brothers and sisters from the United Republic of Tanzania.
On behalf of the government of the Republic of Rwanda, it is an honor to welcome you, my dear brother, and your esteemed delegation. We thank you for honoring our invitation to this ministerial session of the 16th Joint Permanent Commission between our two nations. Rwanda deeply values its long-standing partnership and cooperation with the United Republic of Tanzania. Ours is a bond that goes far beyond geographical proximity. It has roots in a shared history, cultural affinity, and common values, anchored in a shared vision for a prosperous future. At the bilateral level, our relations have significantly grown due to the high-level exchanges between our two heads of state, His Excellency President Paul Kagame and Her Excellency President Samia Suluhu Hassan. Their leadership and commitment have laid a solid foundation for broader cooperation across diverse sectors. In addition, beyond the bilateral sphere, our cooperation is further reinforced through active engagement in regional and multilateral frameworks, such as the East African Community, the African Union, and the United Nations. Through these platforms, Rwanda and Tanzania continue to champion common aspirations for peace, stability, regional integration, and economic prosperity. On the latter, Rwanda particularly appreciates Tanzania's role as a strategic and dependable trade and economic partner. I often refer to Rwanda as a land-linked country, which works closely with partners like Tanzania, notably through the Central Corridor and the Port of Dar es Salaam, currently facilitating over 70% of our trade. We are grateful for the facilitation provided by Tanzania at this critical infrastructure, and the signing of an MOU on the operationalization of Tanzania Ports Authority's liaison office in Kigali represents another step forward in growing our trade relations. Excellency, this Joint Permanent Commission remains a vital mechanism for implementing our ambitious goals. This 16th session offers an opportunity to take stock of the progress made in the implementation of previously signed MOUs and resolutions, while also addressing recommendations from past bilateral engagement between our heads of state. I commend the dedication and hard work of our technical teams who have examined key areas of cooperation ranging from political and diplomatic engagements to infrastructure development, trade, and investment facilitation. I thank them for their efforts in tracking progress, resolving outstanding matters, and exploring new avenues for mutual benefit. As ministers, it is our joint responsibility to provide strategic direction to ensure the timely delivery of results. As such, may our deliberations today be fruitful and bring tangible benefits to our peoples. Thank you. Asanteni sana.
Honorable Ambassador Olivier Nduhungirehe, Minister for Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of the Republic of Rwanda, and my brother, very close brother and dear friend, because we've been engaging with each other a lot. Retired General James Kabarebe, Minister of Foreign Affairs responsible for regional cooperation, who is also my big brother, I call him, and we've been cooperating a lot in our regional cooperation at ESC level with a lot of support from his side. I would like to mention honorable ministers from both sides present here, Mr. Antoine Marie Kajangwe, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Industries and Trade of the Republic of Rwanda, Ambassador Said Shaib Musa, Deputy PS in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and East African Cooperation of the United Republic of Tanzania, and also co-chairperson of the Senior Officials Meeting. Permanent secretaries and deputy permanent secretaries. On our side, we have Permanent Secretary of Trade and Industries. We have Permanent Secretary from Trade and Industries in Zanzibar as well. She's here to welcome you also to do more business with Zanzibar. When I was a minister in Zanzibar 25 years ago, there was a free processing zone, and Rwanda had a stake in that. But now it disappeared, and I don't know how it disappeared, so we can always revive by our presence in this trip. I would like to recognize His Excellency Dr. Habib Kambanga, High Commissioner of the United Republic of Tanzania to Rwanda, and his counterpart, High Commissioner of Rwanda to Tanzania, General. Distinguished senior officials from both sides, esteemed members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Habari za asubuhi. Mwaramutse. I'm trying very hard. I'm trying very hard. So don't be surprised. And I'm very good and easy in language. Your Excellency, let me first and foremost thank you for the very warm welcome and hospitality since I arrived together with my delegation. You can see it from their faces. They all have smile. And for those who don't have smile, you'll see them just now smiling. Yeah, and it has been wonderful to be in our home, away from home. So we have always considered that. And I'm saying this in a very true spirit. Because sometimes we feel some people talking about tensions here and there, but I'm saying it in a very positive spirit, that our leaders, His Excellency President Kagame and Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, are in constant touch for cooperation. So if our leaders have shown us the light, we don't have any other reasons. So make it easy and make it very positive spirit for both sides. I also bring very warm fraternal greetings from the government and people of the United Republic of Tanzania to the sisterly government and people of the Republic of Rwanda. I would also like to thank you, my dear brother, once again for this invitation extended, and my apologies. We have been postponing it several times, and I think your ambassador knows. And it was because of some unavoidable circumstances that we had to cancel. But I'm very happy to attend this 16th session of the Joint Permanent Commission between the United Republic of Tanzania and Republic of Rwanda. And I must say, you are among the top, because to reach 16th is not many African countries that we have reached. So this shows clearly how Rwanda is close to us, together with the statistics that you have mentioned of Dar es Salaam port. You mentioned more than 70%. In my figures, I've got almost 80%. So it's more than 70%, as you said. Similarly, I would like to seize this opportunity and occasion to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the government and people, Republic of Rwanda and the people of Rwanda, for very warm welcome since we arrived. And you send a very wonderful delegate to your delegate or your rep to receive me at the airport. So we say, asante sana, murakoze. Murakoze chane. This shows clearly your culture and the true spirit of Africa and your warmth always. I wish to pay a glowing tribute to our two principals who made us be here today, with their permissions, of course, Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, and His Excellency Paul Kagame, President of the Republic of Rwanda, for making this JPC meeting very possible and also supporting us fully. Indeed, without their guidance and support and blessings, this meeting would have not been possible at all. Honorable Minister Olivier, Tanzania and Rwanda enjoy long-standing bilateral relationship. Not only we are neighbors, but we are also brothers and sisters. Indeed, it is only borders arbitrarily imposed on us by our former rulers that artificially separate us. Otherwise, and in reality, we are one and the same people. Yesterday, when I was coming out from SADC meeting, I was being one of the generals who was there in a SADC meeting said, I heard you are going to Rwanda. I said, yes, tomorrow I have a JPC in Rwanda that I'll be at. Say, convey my greetings to, he mentioned 5 names, including the president. He said, how, I don't think if I'll be able to meet the president, they are meeting my counterpart, the minister. He said, no, if you find time, tell the minister to convey my greetings. We were together in Monduli at that time, in Monduli training. So this shows where people are coming from. We are younger generation than them, but people were trained together, and they are still in position of communicating with very friendly relationship between the two countries. It is, so as I said, it is borders, but no wonder that majority of our people now speak the same languages, and I'm very glad to hear that you are among the very few countries who have official 4 languages. You have English, you have French, you have Rwanda, and Swahili. So it's an official language here. So I'm telling my team, we have all the efforts, wale walimu wanaotafuta kazi, huku ndio kwa kuja kutafuta kazi na kuja kusomesha Kiswahili. Kuna opportunity kubwa sana ya Kiswahili. We don't have anyone from Swahili today, this Bakisa and Bakita, but I'm sure it will be next in our agenda to come and teach Swahili, but also speak Swahili with you. My brother, you have been working very hard on your Swahili, I know that. but the 2 generals, they are commanding more on Swahili. So this shows clearly that we have the same roots, same culture, same tradition, and if you cross the river there, you are already in Rwanda, especially along the border sides and the people who live along the border. Today, if you go to the border of Rusumo, you can hardly differentiate who is Tanzanian and who is Rwandese. It is pleasing to note that our 2 governments also work very, very closely at bilateral, regional, and international levels. Me and my brother here, I'm informing the senior officials who have got the task of executing most of the things. We at our level are working very closely. So don't make it difficult for us, please. Make it easy amongst yourselves, and also make our job easier. And don't put tensions. Release always tension. Whenever there is tension, pick up a phone call your brother or sister on the other side. And I told the 2 ambassadors, General here and our ambassador, High Commissioner here, they should also speak to each other much more to ease. Let's not be like seawater, high tide and low tide. Let's maintain our tide. I'm pleased also to learn we are also working very closely on EAC, ICAJLR together, African Union, and of course the United Nations. Thanks to these excellent ties that our 2 countries have benefited economically, and I've already informed Your Excellency Minister the position that Tanzania is going to vie for Security Council in 2029-2030. You are already aware, and we are working very closely, and thanks very much for your support. We'll be from this region representing all of you in the Security Council. I'm pleased to learn that Tanzania is among Rwanda's major trading partners, and our investment statistics are also very encouraging. Yesterday I was very lucky because I sat in business class in Rwanda Air. I was sitting with 4 businessmen of Tanzania coming to Rwanda, and they invited me for dinner today, but I told them I'm busy. Unfortunately, I cannot attend because I have to get permission from my host to have side meetings because I'm here particularly for him. These four businesses were there on the flight. We had a lot of exchange and discussion on the potential. One of them is Oilcom. They have a major storage also here in oil, and they are also looking forward for gas. There was Al Nahdi family, there was Azania was also on the flight. And I was so happy that we have been inviting investors to come in our country, but not realizing that we have our own internal investors that we can be proud of investing into a neighbor. And we welcome also Rwandese to come and invest in Tanzania. Their investment is here, I'm told, as they told me, over 20 years. They are here in Rwanda, and some of them have their holiday homes. So they've also extended an invitation to me. So don't be surprised if I come for holiday here. On some of the mountains, they have their houses. I'm sure you know about that. So I'm pleased to get all this information and the investment statistics from my team as well. They're quite encouraging, but there's a very big room to do more at the Dar es Salaam port, at the dry port, and there are several requests that we have received from you, and I must assure you that we are going to work on them. Rwanda is also a major user of Dar es Salaam port, where it serves more than 70%. You said I have almost 80% of your cargo here. I'm also informed that 90% of Tanzania's delegation, including myself, have come here with Rwanda Air. So Rwanda Air is doing great work, better than our own ATCL, because we came with Rwanda Air, and there is a daily flight. I'm told that 2 days a week, there are 2 flights a day. So that is very encouraging, because connectivity is very important into any kind of relationship. So cooperation on air services is ongoing, and we are expecting to do more. We are also encouraging Air Tanzania to start their flights to Kigali. They had Air Tanzania before, but it was stopped for several reasons. But we have new aircrafts now, and we are discussing about that. Our 2 countries have also jointly implemented and agreed to continue to jointly implement a number of strategic and ambitious projects, including the Rusumo hydropower project, the Rusumo one-stop border post, as well as the standard gauge railway. We have received your request, and but just after receiving yesterday, I've already engaged 2 of my colleagues, ministers in Tanzania, for these technical matters of feasibility study and route planning for this standard gauge railway, and it is in consideration. Despite some of these milestones, I'm sure you'll agree with me that there's still room for improvement, especially given the opportunities available in our 2 countries. Therefore, this JPC session presents an opportunity for our 2 countries to further strengthen our bilateral cooperation and partnership. In this respect, from discussions we have had with my dear brother, Honorable Minister Nduhungirehe, this morning, and from the briefing that I received from my delegation of the senior officials meeting, I am pleased to note that our 2 countries agreed to strengthen and intensify cooperation on political and diplomatic consultations, defense, security, trade, investment, agriculture, tourism, infrastructure development, ICT, energy, and health sectors. Let me assure you, senior officials, this is mostly to senior officials, our 2 great leaders are very close and working very closely together. They are in constant touch. He knows, General knows, they're in constant touch by telephone, and they call each other brother and sister. Second tier is us. We are very close, and whenever I meet my colleague here in any of the meetings, we met Antalya, we met in China, Changsha, and any meetings, we always have our side discussion and exchanges. We are very close. Now the ball is in your court, senior officials. I'm saying it again, now the ball is in your court, because you are the movers and shakers and implementers. To have trust, to have good relationship, to have positive spirit is the way forward for us to strengthen this relationship from top to bottom. I wanted also to say that it's heartwarming to learn that during this JPC we are going to sign a very important MOU on agriculture, while several other MOUs between our two countries are currently at various stages of completion and will be soon signed. I think we're going to sign most of them. Needless to mention that the implementation of these agreed areas of cooperation and signed agreements and MOUs will go a long way, not only enhancing our bilateral ties, but also bringing about socio-economic development and transformation in our two countries. When I was talking to these two businessmen, the first question I asked them, are you making enough profit from your business here in Rwanda? And said, there's a huge potential in Rwanda that we can expand on. And they needed more government support from both sides. So I assured them to provide more support in order to increase their business, because if they increase their business, they increase their tax base, and if they increase their tax base, then they increase our salaries as well, because our salaries are coming from taxes paid. So this is what our discussion was, and I wish to take this occasion to reiterate once again Tanzania's unwavering full commitment, and this is from my big boss, our leader, President Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, commitment and readiness to continue working together with Rwanda to further implement the agreed areas of cooperation for mutual benefit of our two countries. Let's look at complementarity. Let's look at win-win. Let's not look at competition, because if we look at the competition, there'll always be negative spirit. Let's look at both of the sides, they win together. Honorable Minister, once again, in closing, let me express my sincere appreciations again to the government and people of Rwanda and you personally, together with General, for warmth of welcome and hospitality accorded to us. I also wish to salute our senior officials who have worked so hard to make our job very easy and this meeting a great success. But after working so hard and after all these praises, please make sure you have midterm reviews, make sure you have action plans, make sure you put date and deadlines to all what we have agreed. And if you face difficulty from Tanzanian side, just escalate to your minister here. He will whisper to me where the issues are stuck, and I know how to take care. And also Tanzanian side, you whisper to me, I will whisper to my brother here, we'll know where to take care. So this, we leave it to you and in your able hands, senior officials, whom we have great trust, and your leaders of both the countries have got greater trust on you. I therefore wish this 16th session of our JPC a great success, and looking forward to fruitful engagement in the next few days. Asanteni sana kwa kunisikiliza. I thank you for your kind attention. Murakoze.